how to use the Wellness Wheel tool. Hi, this is Shane Pearson from Design Your Life Coaching, and in this video I'm going to talk you through the steps involved in using the Wellness Wheel and also to provide some top tips to get the most out of the tool. So the very first step would be to go to my website, designyourlifecoaching.ie, and bring up the Wellness Wheel. So there's a link on the front page to the Wellness Wheel, and once you're there you'll see the page that looks like this. And the next step for you would be to put in your details, your name and your email address and the top headers there. And then you can see that I've broken your wellness down into 8 different areas. Everything from nutrition, movement, sleep, stress, all the way to things like spirituality. So top tips for you right now. The main thing to remember for you right now is that you're taking it's your current level of satisfaction. So no one else involved here, what anyone else thinks. It's your individual current level of satisfaction across these areas. The second thing is speed. You don't have to deliberate on this. Just go with the right number, the number that feels right, the first one that comes to you, and then move on. We don't have to overthink it. We can always go back and do it again. It is a subjective figure, and it's also important to go to gut and go with that first response where possible. So the next thing to remember is that it's the meaning you give these are as important as anyone else. So there's no hard and fast meaning for these. These are example areas of wellness, and what they mean to you are important to you. So nutrition. So for me, that means my level of satisfaction in how I'm eating, the nutritional intake I'm getting, what I'm avoiding, the kryptonite foods, and the amount of good foods I'm eating, and perhaps how well nourished I feel. I'm pretty good right now, so I put in a 7. And then you move on. You simply move on to the next movement. Now, important is not everybody likes exercise, and we don't have to. For wellness, as long as we're moving regularly and that we're moving enough, we don't need to be too stressed about exercise unless we have really specific exercise goals. So movement, how satisfied are you in terms of movement? That could be your 10,000 steps. It could be your yoga classes or your spinning classes, or it could be your gym sessions, whatever it means to you. How satisfied with your overall movement on a regular basis? And I put in 4. I've got a foot injury right now, so my movement has come right down. I'm missing some of my sports activities. So my satisfaction is lower. I put it in a 4 instead of a higher number. And then I want you to rate your sleep, your stress management. So let me clarify stress management is how satisfied are you that you currently are equipped and have the resources to deal with any stress in your life, and how well you're using those tools to do so. So we can be under we can be going through a period of stress or under a lot of stress, but we may feel resilient, strong, equipped, and resourceful in those areas, or we may be going through stress and feel completely overwhelmed by it. So rating your satisfaction as to how well you're managing stress currently. Mindset, just to clarify what mindset means to me, is your attitude, your beliefs, and how perhaps your growth mindset. How satisfied are that you're using your mind, this powerful machine, to your advantage currently. Relaxation, really important in wellness, not to ignore this one. So that could be your me time. It could be getting restful periods throughout the day. High performers really need to break their day up into smaller chunks and ensure that there are break periods in between. And things like your meditation, mindfulness, any of these skills you may be practicing to improve your relaxation. How satisfied are you in that area? Relationships. Obviously the big one there is if you are in an intimate relationship with someone, how well that's going, how satisfied you are with it. It can also mean other relationships. It can mean all of your relationships. So you put the meaning on that you want, and then give it a score. So I'm putting that at a 9 right now for me. Spirituality. People often ask me about spirituality. If you're not really spiritual or you don't identify with that, perhaps a better word there is meaning and purpose. So for me, they cross over. And for many people, they go, meaning and purpose. So how satisfied are you with the meaning and purpose in your life? And if you have a spiritual attitude or you have an interest in spirituality, how satisfied are you in that area of your life? I put 4. I've recently let my meditation slip and more of my spiritual practices slip. So this is reminding me that those aren't quite high right now. When you've assessed all of your areas, you simply click Create My Chart. And hopefully your chart will appear. So there, voila, my chart has been generated for me, and what we have now is the visual representation of your overall balance, and I'll speak to you about that in the next video. And I hope any questions you can contact me directly, but give it a try, and remember it's a free exercise, so if you don't get it right first time, just do it again. It's also a great tool to go back to over and over to monitor your progress and balance across over time.